The Eufy SmartCam 3 is everything I wanted for home surveillance. It's easy to set up, comes with almost unlimited power and storage, and has actual usable video quality. I will first show you what you need to do in order to set up your system, as well as the key features that stand out compared to the other wireless home security systems. And lastly, tell you what I liked most and least about it.
All right, so we are gonna rip open this box. Okay, comes with a home base, 2 cameras. On the back it gives you a little something, 4K, solar, and home base. All the main stuff we're looking for. All right, so let's open this up. And it says free, no monthly fees, which is pretty cool. All right, so the home base and 2 cameras are right there. On the top, you put in your storage, your extra hard drive. The back has the Ethernet ports, power port, and also a charging USB for the cameras. You can actually plug in, see that? You put in your cord there and you can charge it. There's the sink and mounting port, and the solar panels are on top, which is pretty cool. In the front of the camera, you just have infrared and a motion light, which is cool. This is the mount that you screw the back of the camera on, and you tighten it with that little circular thingamajigger. Now that is the mounting screws for the camera. They give you 2 of those. Here's the Ethernet for the home base, and also the power adapter for the home base. And then also these are the screws for the hard drive to put in the top of that home base, which I do not have right now. I will just be using the onboard 16 gigabytes of storage with the home base. So I am super happy that the home base does come with 16 gigabytes. I have to say they did not provide 2 USB cords to charge in the back of the home base. They only provide 1. So I guess they're depending on everyone having a USB-A to USB-C cord to plug in the back of the home base. Otherwise, you will have to find your own USB-C cord to charge. Okay, and here's a little run through of the manual and stickers.
After unboxing the Eufy SmartCams, the first thing you need to do is fully charge the cameras, which takes about 8 hours, and set up the home base. To do this, you will need to download the Eufy Security app, head over to the device page by pressing the plus icon, then add device, then choose HomeBase 3. Choose an existing home profile, or if you're like me, create a new home profile. The home base needs to be connected via an Ethernet cord directly to your wireless router or modem, and also connected to your nearest power outlet. After you connect the home base, power it on and wait until the light around the Ethernet port turns from red to blue. Tap next and scan the QR code located on the bottom of the HomeBase 3. You will hear the home base make a sound. Go ahead and press the sync button located on the bottom of the home base for 2 seconds until you hear a short beeping sound. Thank God,
HomeBase has received a pairing request. Press the sync button on the back to accept it.
Alright, so we're gonna press the sync button.
HomeBase was added successfully.
It takes a few seconds for the home base to be successfully connected. That's when you'll be asked to create a name for the home base to complete the setup. Okay, human. Okay, so this is gonna be nice because this is supposed to have, the intelligent human recognition and self-learning AI algorithm to differentiate between familiar faces and strangers' faces. All right. Get started by adding a familiar face. Okay, I am gonna say cheese. Please make sure there's only one person in the frame. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. Do I smile? Okay. Confirm. Name. Enter a nickname. Me. Okay. Save. Firmware is up to date, cool. Improve the wireless range by putting it on the table and keeping it, okay. We are gonna add more devices because we gotta do stuff. Now it's time to sync your first camera to the HomeBase. Take the plastic protection film off of the front of the camera before setup, or it can interfere with the setup process. Now head to the home page of the Eufy security app. Click the plus icon again, then add device and select your camera. In this kit, I have the eufyCam 3. Choose the HomeBase 3 as the base option. You will need to press and hold the sync button on the back of the camera for 2 seconds until you hear a beeping sound. Then hit next, and then you'll hear an alien sound. Next.
Press the sync button
Press
until you
sync
hear the beep.
for 2 seconds until you hear the beep. Okay.
Ready to add device.
Whoa. Do you hear that?
Device was added successfully.
Shortly after that, it will be connected successfully and you can choose a name for the camera. If you have more than one camera, just follow the same directions. Camera added successfully. Okay, camera added successfully. Next. Fully charged before mounting. We did that yesterday. Okay. Okay, content extension of notification. Most efficient, get notification without delay. Full effect, then thumbnail, include thumbnail if available. We like the full effect. When you don't have any more cameras to sync with the HomeBase, all you have to do now is find a nice spot to mount them outside. Since these cameras are solar powered, you will need to make sure that the location where you mount this outside has an angle where the sunlight can hit the solar panel directly. So if you have a roof and it hangs over a little and you want the camera to be inconspicuous, it's best not to hide the top of the camera and just mount it on the outside or perimeter of the roof or building so the panels aren't covered. The mounting process is logically very simple. The only thing I ran into was that the wood where I wanted to mount the camera was unexpectedly very hard. So when I tried to use the provided screws to drill the mount in, the screw would get stuck halfway, which doesn't work because the screw has to be installed fully in order for the mount to be screwed on and secure. So be prepared to drill a pilot hole before you drill the screws in on wood. I will provide the size of the drill bit to make it easier for you. After you finally get the screws in, all you have to do is attach the mount to the camera. Make sure you have the USB port covered so that you don't get any border damage, and screw on the mount and position the camera as you desire. Now that the camera is installed, now we can go over the fun stuff and see what features we can change and customize to our preference. I'll show you the settings I used. The main selling points that the Eufy Camera 3 provides are that it provides video resolution up to 4K, which means if you need video footage, you can actually zoom in on the video file and it provides more detail.
So this is footage in the backyard, and I'm gonna show you my dog. He had the zoomies, and right here he's gonna be like, oh, this is perfect for zoomy time. But see, you can see I could zoom in without losing too much detail, and then I'll zoom in as he runs. But yeah. Did you see him run like the wind and all the dust? His floppy ears kill me. But anyways, let me show you other stuff.
It has built-in AI with the HomeBase, which is free. There's no monthly service charge. The cool thing about the AI is that you will have the option to differentiate between the type of notifications you receive based on motion detection. So that means if you mount the camera in the front of your house and you don't want to get notified for every car that drives by, you can set the motion detection for humans specifically, or add pets. Or let's say you don't care about people and you want to keep track of every car. You can turn humans, pets off and only get notifications for vehicles. In addition, you can actually save and sort events by type of motion detected. So this is a feature I greatly appreciate, especially upgrading from Blink cameras. There was no option to specify what type of notification I received. There's also face management in the AI settings on the HomeBase. So you can save familiar faces in your household and even sort events by person or face. The eufyCam 3s are solar powered, so once you fully charge it on the first day, you should never have to worry about replacing the batteries or power, because if it gets at least 2 hours of sunlight every day, it basically charges itself daily. On the app, you can actually view the camera's solar reports individually and see how many milliamps the batteries charge daily. And they also provide solar charging efficiency reports along with the total time of solar charging. By the way, my cameras have stayed 100% charged thus far. One of the most important things, if not the most important thing you want after video quality, is storage. The HomeBase 3 comes with 16 gigabytes of built-in storage, which is pretty generous for my two cameras. I haven't deleted anything for about a week, and I still have 86% available at 16 gigabytes. So that's about 13.76 gigabytes still available. So more or less, I expect to use 3 gigabytes a week with my cameras, which is roughly about 5 weeks of events before my storage starts to overwrite footage, which is pretty cool. Now, if you would like to keep every event that ever happened on the cameras, that's possible as well, because the HomeBase 3 comes with the SATA drive compartment, so you can install an actual hard drive with up to 16 terabytes of storage. That's a lot of storage, probably a lifetime of camera footage. If and once the inserted hard drive of 16 terabytes is used up, the HomeBase will use its 16 gigabytes of internal storage and repeat the process. Eufy claims the data is private and encrypted, so that's a plus. You also have the option to add on cloud storage if that's something you're interested in. Another thing that is super cool is that the eufyCam 3 has a built-in motion light, which gives you the option to view nighttime footage in black and white with the infrared lights or in color. The light isn't big, but it's definitely noticeable and brightens up the image enough to produce a nighttime video with good enough detail.
Okay, so this is footage of this guy pretending to be an octopus in my backyard. This is with just the normal infrared light, no color, but you can still make out detail in the gravel and my face if I was to zoom in. And hey, all right. And this is the same guy pretending to be an octopus in my backyard, but this time we have the color vision on. So the motion detection light is on, and notice you can see my neighbor's backyard light along with the contrast of the khakis with my skin, and you can also make out the gravel color. And I think he's gonna hit it again. Hey. And then I'll also do a mic and speaker test.
Hey, are you the same guy that was pretending to be an octopus the other day? Yeah, that's me, but it wasn't an octopus, it was a squid. My Blink cameras had very fuzzy nighttime footage and didn't have any built-in lights. They only had spotlights that could be mounted on for an additional cost, and sometimes they were more than the cost of the camera itself. So I greatly appreciate having nighttime footage that is decent and also in color, and having cameras that have already come with built-in motion lights. Lastly, the app is super intuitive and user-friendly. It's easy to navigate and customize options and view data specific to each device you have connected. You get to utilize settings such as privacy zones and activity zones. The app really does not leave me wanting for anything and provides everything I could desire for home surveillance. Now it's time for what is not my favorite part about the eufyCam 3 and HomeBase, and that's the price. At the time I got the kit, the two cameras and HomeBase, the total was around $476, which is $500 in my book. You get 3 devices, 2 cameras, and 1 storage unit. So that basically means each device costs about $166. And $500 is a lot for a system that provides features that we should expect and have in 2023. There's nothing really groundbreaking or new, like a new invention or something like that. However, considering you can store all of your data privately and locally and never have to charge or worry about the batteries for the cameras, it comes with AI and the convenience together. I mean, I see why they would be confident with the money grab. However, if you have an extra day of willpower and you use that same drill to make a pilot hole into your attic, or make a doohickey setup with the wire coming into your house through a wall or window, you could actually save a good amount of money with the wired system, get more cameras, and have almost the same amount of features and convenience. But overall, I'm satisfied with the setup, video quality, storage, and convenience the Eufy security app provides. I haven't run into anything to complain about. I haven't ran into any bugs or glitches or problems accessing anything on my phone. Everything loads super quick. If anything arises, I will let you guys know ASAP. On that note, make sure you subscribe, like this video, and leave a comment because I am lonely, okay?